Doesn't it feel good to be back on another Thursday at Crypto After Dark, not Crypto Before Dark? Good to see everybody. Carolina Keith, Professor Keith, Keith the Simp, just Keith. I don't care. Call me what you will. In the words of Dusty Rhodes, call it what you will. Good to see everybody. I haven't put this on Twitter yet, so what do you say we share this to Twitter live for everybody? What do you say we do that real quick? We go to Twitter pops up, and then we do this, and then we go, hey, we are live, right? That's not the word, right? Right now. Perfect. And now the Twitter people can come over here and can complain. I'll see them when they get here. Good to see everybody. Hope everybody had a great week. A lot of shit's going on in the last day or two here. STRNGR we'll talk about tonight, okay, because that literally just happened before the stream started. I'd already planned on talking about Bitcoin. I already had this stream thumbnail made and everything. So we're going to talk about that, but I want to talk about Bitcoin first, and we'll go over the market like we do on Thursdays. First, let's say hey to everybody. And if you haven't done so, please go hit like. That'd be awesome. Hit like right there. Bam. Hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell. I got a little bit of tweaking I'm going to do to the end of the video, by the way, for our outro. Going to add in Olivia, or Livy as we call her. She'll be in there telling you to hit like, subscribe, and all that good stuff too, right before the outro starts. So I got to work on that tomorrow when I get some time. I had no time today. It was a wild day. So, what's up, y'all? Let's see. What's up, y'all? Interesting day for strong noders, Ron Poteet said. I would agree, bro. It's been wild. Push me to the ledge. All my nodes are dead. Byron McAllister, some guy from the Strongblock Discord. Bro, this is the best part. We'll talk about this in a minute, but gosh, people are so, man, it's a wild world. Yo, Frog with a hat. Juan Pablo, what's up, dude? Big Dex, what's up? Isham. Tiffany Britt, Miss Tiff out in Hollywood. Miss Hollywood, how are you doing today? Bill Esch, Nate Lambo, what's up, dude? What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Cypher? Parker 55, he said, let's fucking go. Hit the like button. I would agree, hit the like button. Tim Carson's, good to see you, brother. Groot says, stronger to the moon? It's down like 11% right now. Ignacio Cervantes, good to see you. Let's see, who else we got? Educated Dummy, the mayor, Gabo, Idiot Error. That's a good name. He spelled it wrong, but that's cool. I like that. Cyrus says, yeah, hat is dope. Yep, 786. That's South Carolina Assassins. Hold on, I'll get it on the close up here. That's right. It says South Carolina Assassins. Nick actually got all the admins this hat when we were in Vegas. Gave it to everybody. How cool is that, dude? Right? It goes well with my 786 flask. And Frank actually got his pocket squares that I'll say 786 Assassins on them as well. Wore the shit out of my pocket square while I was there. Kayaka says, hi, I've been getting wrecked by the dips. Now I'm here to learn. Well, that's awesome, dude. We're here to teach. That's what we do for a living. Aaron Bostrom, good to see you. Ghost Guy, Russell Thompson, Steve B, Arianis Grind, Keithy Time. He also said strong is boogered. And if you don't know what that means in Australia, it means anal sex. So strong is anal sex, he says. Not great. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster, Big Deck says. That's ghetto boys. Don't play with me, bro. Houston in the house. They said the swag is on point. Keith recorded the God voice intro. I did not record a God voice intro. I'm an idiot. Dopest intro in crypto. Thank you, Jeremy. All right. Let's dig into this a little bit on this Bitcoin chart. We've already got 62 people watching. If you haven't done so, please go hit like. I appreciate it. If you would, that'd be awesome. Like buttons are free. As the intro said here and the thumbnail showed, this is not quite a buy signal yet, and I want to dip into a little bit why. So, although we've seen some upward movement here, we still don't have anything over the 8 EMA to tell us, hey, it's time to go. Furthermore, we don't have an 8 EMA, 21 AMA cross. Furthermore, we haven't broken and completed, I don't think, the CME gap yet, which is a Chicago Mercantile Exchange gap, which means there's a gap in the chart from where the chart closed on Friday and opened on Monday. And as you all know, Bitcoin doesn't stop. So that chart creates a gap. And since there's only two publicly traded futures, and that's Bitcoin and Ethereum, we have to mind those charts with those gaps because they close about 83% of the time. That gap is highlighted in red right here. As you see, the wick did get down into the gap here, but I'm not perfectly sure that thing closed that gap or not. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really know if that's good enough. And since I don't know if it's good enough, I must err on the side of caution here. Now, when would be a good time to buy? Could you grab the absolute bottom right here and get lucky? Yeah, you could. What is the risk to do that? Well, the risk is you're risking this thing going back down farther toward 24,000. Let's pull a percentage meter on that. That's about 16% more risk just to get down back to where the other wick ended, and roughly 18 to 20% to get down there to where it may go back to and retest. Is that worth it to risk to you to buy? If you've got $1 million and you risk 20% loss, well, you just dropped 200 grand. You put it in those perspectives, people start to listen a little bit more and they go, oh, okay, well, but you bought the bottom. No, you didn't. You bought 20% above the bottom. That's a big deal. So let's get closer than that, right? What's the risk on waiting for this thing to close a couple candles over the 8 EMA? And give us some confirmation here. The risk for that, maybe 5%, right about 3.5 right now. Maybe 5% to show you a buy signal above crossing over the 8 EMA. I'm not exactly happy with that either. Okay, I think that's a little bit too risky as well for a bear market, which we are very obviously in, everyone. This is very obviously a bear market. And what do I mean by that? I mean, you're seeing nothing but lower highs and lower lows and lower highs and lower lows on a more large time frame. We'll do that in a second. But if that's the case, which it is, I want to wait for my EMAs to cross first. Hector was a good example of this. Ohm was a good example of this. Strong was a good example of this. I want to see the 8 EMA and the 21 EMA cross upward first before I look for my buy signal. And this is to help me make sure that I'm not getting wrecked in a bear market, that I'm not getting burned, and I'm going to lose 6 or 7 or 10% on waiting and on not waiting for that confirmation first. Because in a bull market, I'll take more chances. Yes, it's a bull market. You're more likely to make money. But in a bear market, you're not. In a bear market, you're more likely to lose money. And if that's the case, I've got to take less risks. And I've got to make sure that my hits are good and my losses are slim. Okay? And that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. I want to wait for the 821 EMA to cross. And if that's the case, it's going to be several more days before that happens, because as you see, we're still under it right now. So there's no way this 8 EMA is going to cross upward. It's just not going to happen yet. Okay? Let's add in some more indicators to get a little bit better feel. If I look at the MACD, you'll see back here I marked that it had a bearish cross, right? A confluence indicator would be the MACD. It's a lagging indicator, and it lags on purpose. It's to wait for the leading indicator to give you a signal, which is the 8 and the 21 EMA. And we don't have that buy signal yet. As you see, the MACD is showing us no still. The blue has not crossed through the orange. Furthermore, it hasn't gotten over the midline, which it's not even close to. So, when's the last time Bitcoin was this low? January. Is there a good possibility this thing tries to come up off the floor some? Yeah. You see how this thing in December and January did a double dip right here? You have no confirmation that that won't happen again. You have no confirmation that that won't happen again. So why tie up your money in something that isn't going to make you anything? Okay, this is the reason for good liquidity management. You want to hold on to your money until you got good signals. The MACD gives us a signal after we've already got our 8 and 21 cross, and we haven't gotten that yet. So we wait. MACD's not good enough yet. So we wait. RSI, what do you got for me? Were you oversold? Yes, you were. You went way oversold. And in fact, you've tried to come back up some here. Do we have a bearish trend here? Absolutely we do. And let's mark that bearish trend here with a trend line. As you see, this hasn't broken yet. I would like to see this break first before I get my money back in. I have a ton of stables sitting on the side that I would love to invest, but I can't because I don't have any good confirmation yet. RSI is no help to me here. Let's pull up the Let's pull up the pivots, pivot points, right? Let's see if pivot points are quick and easy. Why not? As you see, we're still under S3, the worst pivot. We're still under it. So even if this crosses the 8 EMA, it's still under the pivot. I want to wait till it gets over this pivot line up here somewhere. Why? Because that's a confirmed buy rather than a guessing buy. And I'd rather not guess in a bear market. We don't need to guess, folks. We don't need to guess. We need to be smart, smarter than the other people who are guessing. Yes, you could absolutely catch the bottom. Is it worth the risk? Right now, no. For me, it's not. You can do what you want. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. But I'm telling you, I'm not doing it. Okay? I'd like to see a little more here. And I think we have a couple of days to let this thing play out. Okay. What I want to see, I want to see it over the pivot. I want to see over the 8 and 21. I want to see it cross. And then I want to dig even farther. I want to see that MACD cross for me. I want to see the RSI break that trend line. All this confluence points up. How long will it last? Well, there are important levels here that we need to see last before we say yes or no. Okay, let's find those important levels as well. Let's pull a Fibonacci retracement set on this. Oh, before I do that, let's look at the cloud real quick. How about that? Everybody loves the cloud. I got nothing on the cloud telling me to buy. Nothing. It's all 4 red X's. I haven't got a single green check mark yet. One green check mark, I could buy 25%. A second green check mark, I could buy 50%. I have no green check marks on the daily. It's simply not worth the risk right now. Do you understand that? And I hope you all understand that. It's simply not worth the risk. Now, let's pull a fib on this and see if we can't figure out exactly where a good point to get in would be. From the high point to the low point. Why? Because it was a downtrend. And we want to see if this downtrend is breaking. What do we want to happen? We want that over 29,500. We got that. Next level to break is 32,460. Are we at there? No, we are not. Are we up there with the pivots, where the pivots line up at with that one? Right around 31,000, right around 32,000. This spot may act as a little bit of a hiccup zone. May have a hard time getting through right here. That'll give us time to make a decision. Furthermore, from there, where's our most important Fibonacci line to start with? The 50 fib. Right here. 35,000 flat. We need to break 35,000 flat to restart somewhat of an uptrend. We haven't had this happen since we started our downtrend. We haven't broken the 50 fib and held it yet. Okay? One time would be great. We haven't even had once yet. Furthermore, there's confluence at this area. Okay? I'm going to change this shading a little bit here. I'm going to zoom into this area. Why? Because there's a CME gap right there. Just like I said, there was a CME gap under the price. There's also a CME gap over the price. So 83% of the time these gaps close. What would it take for it to close this gap? Run that trend up. Just like this. Take the brush. Run the trend up. Bounce around in here for a bit. Come up here and smack this and fail. That would break people's hearts, wouldn't it? Oh, man, I think we're getting a crypto cycle here. Here, we're getting ready to rock. We're going to go. It's time. Fail. Prove it to me. Even if I get a buy signal right here, when we get to this 50 fib and we get to this area with the CME gap, I'm going to be on high alert. If it doesn't do exactly what I want to do, I'm de-risking, which means I'll sell some. Oh, God, Keith, you might not get the absolute every drop of blood out of the turnip. Okay. Okay. Still got more than you by holding and watching it fall, didn't I? I'm going to do that every time. I'm going to beat you almost every time. You may beat me every once in a while, but you better kill me because I'm going to get back up and come at you again. That's how we do it here. That's why we are the 786 assassins. Okay. Everyone over here in blue highlighted, those are 786 assassins. And I can't give out but so many wrenches, or all of them would be. But the problem is we have almost 3,000 people in our Discord now. So I can't give out that many wrenches. So if this thing breaks the 50 and holds, I'll re-enter my position. And I'll take the very small percent loss that I took and just wait on it to go rest the way up. Not going to sell it all, but I'll sell a majority if it doesn't want to break this level. And then if I see it get back up here, I'll be happy to get back in. I'll have that liquid in hand to be able to do so. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Haven't even gotten there yet, so let's not even talk about it yet. Fair? Let's play these cards close to our chest here and see what we get little by little, all right? Let's answer some questions real quick. I've been talking a lot, and I realize that it's almost 15 minutes in already. All right. He says, Aaron says, cheers. Jeremy Monroe says, okay, I'm here. You can start now. My man isn't even drunk yet. He'll have at least a pint. He'll probably have more than a pint. I'll probably have a quart of whiskey dropped tonight because Jeremy Monroe doesn't play around. U-Boat, good to see you, bro. Will Olivia tell us to buy stronger? Who's Olivia? Matt says, yo, Keith, will subscribe to Patreon as soon. Was in 786 today, and they helped me so much, including DAR. Fell off the rail with my crypto profits. Keith knows his shit. Helped me a lot being real. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, dude. That's what we do, man. We're here to help. If I don't do anything, I want to help people. If I don't make any money, I want to help people. I want to help people get smarter. I want our community to be smarter, including those people who don't like me, okay? Including those people who think I'm full of shit. Come and watch and tell me I'm full of shit live. Show me what I'm doing is wrong, and I'll listen. But until you can do that, you're beating a dead horse, and you're not going to stop me. Okay? Pistol Pete, good to see you, brother. It's the top of the morning. It's actually late here. Danny Deep Pockets, good to see you, Danny Carney. Was in strong and making nice money. Got my RO out. Quit for work for a while. Now I got to find a new job. Oof. Oof. I understand, dude. All things come to an end. And this one's a heartbreaker for a lot of people. Right there with you, Nate Lambo said. Oh, Bill Esch. Hit those likes. Let's have a drink. He dropped 20 bones. Let's go. It's time to hit those likes. Let me get a glass real quick. Yeah, hang on. I got to go to my little glass table over here. All right. Let's pour us a glass, shall we? Because when somebody throws donations in, we drink. You can bet I'm not riding around the neighborhood tonight. Dude, where'd my good whiskey go? Aha, I found it. Working on my Jameson Black Barrel. I've almost whittled the bottle down. We're getting closer. No worries. I have another bottle right here under the table. Ooh. Let's go. Let's just finish that bottle off, shall we? And we shall. All right. For everyone out there, cheers. I know it's been a crazy bear market. I know people get emotional. If you don't do anything else, folks, hey, man, relax. Have a drink and think things through. Don't get upset. I was just talking to a guy pre-stream about this. When I have a drink on the stream, there's a reason, okay? It's not because I'm an alcoholic. When I have a drink on the stream, it helps me go, okay. All right. And that little moment gives me a second to think about what I'm doing. Do I want to take another drink? Maybe, maybe not. Not the point. The point is I'm thinking about it. I want you to do the same thing with charts. When you're watching something like this and you go, okay, let's think this through. I don't want you to ever have that moment where you go, nope, no, stop, relax, think it through. Use your brain, use your God-given abilities, okay? You're smarter than most people because you're already here, and I don't mean that in a dick way. I just mean smarter people make better decisions, okay? I like to think that everyone in here who's watching is smarter than most. Why? Because most people who don't know technical analysis lose. You win in a bear market because all tides rise. All boats go up with the rising tide, all right? But what about a bear market? Who's making money then? You go over to our Discord, you can watch people sharing short charts, sharing money going down, making money on the way down. Are you doing that over there in your Discord where you're flipping NFTs and trying to make money on a chart that's going down 99%? Well, if you're not, you're doing it wrong. Cheers to those people who are doing it right. See, now I'm thinking about it. It's got such good flavor, dude. I know everyone's skeptical about news, but I got, everyone's skeptical about news, but I got 75% of my money in ISO 2022 cryptos. I've been a moon boy for too long. It's part of me now. I own 0 ISO 200022 coins. I think that's a total crop. I think it's a made up thing that doesn't really matter. And when it's time to buy, we'll buy. And when it's time to sell, we'll sell. And we just talked to another guy about XTC before this. XTC is not a buy right now. There's no point in buying. It's downtrending. But we'll talk about that in a second. How about that? Let's do XTC because that's an interesting point that you brought up. XRP, got you. We'll do XRP. Hit the like button, please. Thank you, Ignacio. We got 91 people, 56 likes. Y'all go hit like, please. I don't do this to get drunk. I only drink when people donate, okay? But it does help me calm down. CME gap around 35K, absolutely. Thank you very much. I will be picking up some beer this weekend for sure. All my nodes down 98% to nothing. Need to change my game plan and learn some trading. Shit just got real. Interestingly enough, Danny, I know you work a lot. We do these admin Zooms every Tuesday night. Need to jump in those, brother, and talk to us because I'm trying to come up with a different strategy now as well. Not all my nodes are dead. Like I said, I strategically made some along the way as I took some profits so I can get my money back. I think about half mine are gone. But hey, that's the way it is. XTC, a tidy bar in Dallas. Get it right, get it right, get it right. Oh, get it right, get it tight. I got you, bro. Look, Miss New Booty is talking about. What about the best investor strategy with Strongblock changes? We'll talk about that in a second. You're right. Heck no, Jeremy Monroe said. I'm dumber than that, damn it. What's up, Terry? Good to see you, brother. Acre Creek's catfishing us, sir. Bro, he's got so many of them. He's got so many of them. And Bro Hamid said it's never too early. It's 119 here, but kind of feel like it's whiskey now. Never too early, bro. Bro, our nodes got nuked. Yep. All right. ISO 20022 compliant coins is a real thing. Yes, it's a real thing, but there's zero knowledge that that'll actually be a thing that gets used. I didn't say it wasn't real. I said I think it's a crock because no one said that's what's going to happen. There's no governing body that said that. No one said, no, this is definitely happening. No. It's just some coins that some people identified that they like. Then what? My argument is, do you really think the government is going to use a private company to move money? No. The government's going to make their own thing to move money. Why would they use a private company to move money? That makes zero sense. The government won't relinquish that kind of control. The government never relinquishes control. When you give the government something, they never give it back. That's the way the government is. So to think that all the money will flow through any private company is wrong. 75% of the dollars in the world flow through 7 banks, but that's not one bank. That's 7 banks. 7. And those 7 banks are heavily in it with the government. That's been proven. Okay. I don't have to argue that. That's a proven thing. ISO 20022 is not going to make me money. Charts will. Thank you very much. That's exactly right. Those coins are sales as well. Will they maybe one day be worth something more special? Maybe in 20 years, sure. But until then, you're going to have 300 buys and sell signals before that. And you'll make 10x the money each time. That's just the numbers. So let's talk about Strong for a moment. So in case you aren't aware, today, Strongblock, basically cut off every node that's made more than 20 Strong tokens. If it's made more than 20, it's done. Once you click claim one more time, the node's disappeared forever. In fact, even though the node isn't disappeared already, it's not making you anything else. So if you're an old head like me, or Danny Carney, like he just said, or a bunch of my guys here, if you're an old head like them and you've been in it for a while, well, all those old nodes that you have are useless now. They're gone. So you need to come up with a better strategy. In fact, all new nodes will only make 20 tokens. So you invest 10 and you get 20. So the idea is you get 100% return of investment on the token, regardless of the price. That's the way they're going to spin this. I'm pretty sure. Okay. We offer 100% return of investment on tokens, but not the price of the token. So we're going to need a more robust strategy here, whether that's claiming and I'm taking 80% profits and 20% goes back into it, or if I'm claiming and I'm taking 60% profits, 20% goes back in, 20% savings, something like that. I'm not sure. We're going to have to come up with a better plan because the plan that we got right now ain't going to work anymore. They ain't going to work anymore. If the diminishing rewards are going to happen and they're just going to stop them, well, you're not going to be able to keep those old nodes forever. This in turn will relieve sell pressure. Sell pressure, that's right. There'll be less sell pressure because there are less nodes. Constantly, every day, a new node will go away. While there's some being made, there's also some being taken away. And if some are being taken away, less rewards are being given out. If less rewards are being given out, the supply that's circulating is lower. Lower supply, higher demand. Higher demand, higher price, everyone. So before you argue and say, oh my God, the news made it go up today. I'll tell you that supply and demand was affected. Yes. If supply and demand is affected, you're going to get movement. Absolutely. However, let's take a look at the chart. Because fuck all that other nonsense. How about the chart? What does the chart say? Let's pull up stronger. Wait a second. This doesn't look like a buy signal. But it's up 100%, Keith. but it's still not a buy signal. That's because it's down 6,000%. Down 6,000%, up 100. Not good enough for me, folks. I don't like those numbers, okay? So let's take a second and step back and analyze here. As you see from day one implementation, it looks as though this thing has never broken this red line. If we want to draw a bigger line and use the top wick and every wick other than that, we could do that as well. As you see, it's never broken that one either. Doesn't matter which way you draw it. It's never broken them. So the trend is still down. It's just, it's been so down for so long, you're getting a relief bounce that you haven't had literally ever. Stronger token has never relief bounced like this before. That's not terrible, but it's also not good enough. It needs to go a little farther. How much farther? Well, it needs to cross these lines. That would be a great start. How about the indicators? What do they look like? Daily 8 and 21 EMA? Nope. In fact, you have one candle closed over the 8 EMA. You need another. This is a bear market, remember? So if that's the case, I want to see my EMAs cross first, then buy, because this gives me less risk and a better reward for the risk that I'm going to take. Now, it did come down here and hit a level where I expected, about $12.50-ish. It came down there-ish and came down and touched and bounced back up. Excellent. Saw that coming, and I marked that out about a week ago. I put that in the strong Discord for everyone to look at. And then I caught some shit for saying that the charts pointed to that and that happened, and you could kind of see that level coming. And then say, oh, well, the news went up. That's why I did it. Okay. Relax for a second. Even if you're right, you've been right once out of 300 days. Good job. What about the other 299? Me and my guys. Where were you at? You were complaining or just acting like you knew it all. Okay? We were ahead of you. We're always going to be ahead of you. You may every once in a while get a punch in, but that jab ain't going to knock us out. Everyone's got a game plan to get punched in the face, folks. So if you think you're going to throw jabs and beat us, you're wrong. Because like Mike Tyson, we throw hooks and uppercuts, and your ass better be ready to get hit. Okay? Be prepared if you want to come up against the assassins. We don't play games, man. It's charts and charts and charts. And we're going to win more than we lose. And that's all there is to it. And that's not to be cocky. That's because the charts tell us this. We only read what we have. We don't make stuff up. Okay? What do I want to see here? Let's look at some key levels. Let's pull the pivots back up there real quick. As you see, there's a daily pivot at $30. We're at $21. That's another literal massive amount to go up. That's another 50% up from here just to get to a pivot point that may fail. So let's be careful about what we're looking for here, okay? The wick that went up did touch the 21 EMA and fail. So maybe perhaps it wick chases a little bit here. Maybe it just drives sideways for a while. Now, while that doesn't sound exotic because it's not the numbers that you're used to hearing, it's not that bad either because you'll still make money off your nodes. Even if it's not as much as you want, you'll still make money off them, and at least they'll be profitable, okay? I need to see it break some barriers here first. MACD, yes, you've got to sweep up. RSI, yes, you've got to sweep up. Yet, neither are leading indicators. We want our leading indicator to go first. Neither one of those look good yet. Since neither one of those look good yet, no thank you. I have to wait it out right here. Can't buy this yet. It's just simply not time. Plus, I'm not sure I want to buy new nodes. Do I just want to trade the token? I might just trade the token. There may be more incentive for me to trade the token than there is at this point than starting a node. Not really sure on that. Like I said, I want to go back, test some strategies and do a little bit of math on this, get with Steven, talk to my admins, and let's see if we can come up with a better strategy. You know, I'm not exactly positive on what I want my strategy to be yet. I don't like to make any rash decisions. So I'm just going to stop and think it out for a second. I spent a lot of time with the family lately, and I'm going to have some more time with them. Love my kids to death. Honest to God, y'all, for a moment, can I just take a second? I said often that I wouldn't want a girl, right? 2 boys. I couldn't be a girl dad, right? Because I'd want to kill every dude. True story. That's not changed. I'd want to murder any guy that come around these girls. But man, hanging out with these girls makes me want to have a girl. they're so awesome, dude. Like, it makes me emotional talking about it, right? Like, it makes my eyes water up and make me want to cry now. I'm not going to do it, but they're so full of joy and happiness and love, and they want happiness. You can just tell they want to be happy all the time, man. It's awesome to have them around. If you guys don't spend enough time with your family, please do. Charts are amazing. You really only have to look at these things once or twice a day. You don't got to sit here and study them like crazy. Man, that's what I'm emotional about, okay? I'm emotional about my kids and my sports teams. When it comes to these assets, they don't bother me a bit. But, man, everything, them girls and these boys that I've got, man, it's tough, dude. They get me. So, let's look at what you're saying over here real quick because we're halfway through. Drizzy said, this is crazy. Stocks are crashing. We're going to get 20K in this trip. It very well may happen. That's a good point. Bro, whoever kept their tokens is probably going to make a killing if people start making nodes again. Sheesh. Yeah, Drizzy, I didn't cash any of my money out. I have almost 100 strong saved up. Back to the drawing board, Drizzy Crypto. Time to come to Florida and make some money. Absolutely, Terry. I like the way you're talking, brother. Yeah, running numbers, got a couple of strategies already laid out. All of them equal paydays in the future, but no more monthly paydays. True story, Terry. We got to talk about that. I'm not exactly sure how I want to play this yet, but I know exactly what you're thinking because I was thinking the same thing. Tiffany said, that's sweet, Keith. Thank you. They're awesome. We wanted a boy first. Had a girl 20 years ago. She's the best. Dude, I know, right? I think about this shit all the time, dude. Danny Carney says, smash that like button. Subscribe so you don't miss a stream. Thank you, Danny. We have 102 people on 77 likes. Go hit like, y'all. We're about to tear up some charts here. Drizzy said, you're a great dad, Keith. Thank you, Drizzy, bro. I appreciate the hell out of it, man. My goal in life is to have my kids do better than I did. I refuse to let my kids do worse. It's just all there is to it, man. My kids deserve more than I ever had. I'm going to make sure they get it. The entangled nodes kind of make me feel less like I'm investing in the crypto infrastructure, more like it's just a game. Excellent point. I don't like that either, and you're dead on about that. Makes me wonder. Doesn't it make you wonder? Daughter will love you forever. Thank you, Brett Walker. I know, man. It's tough, dude. WXT, I got you. All right, so if you guys want to put up some charts that you'd like to see analyzed here, a lot of them are going to be bearish. I'm going to be straight up with you guys, but we can at least look through them, okay? And we'll start with XDC as some of these ISO 20022 coins. XDC, USD. So let's start on the monthly here and take a step back. I just want you to see it from my perspective here. What do I see? I see a chart that went up really far, really fast, and broke a lot of levels. Let's erase all this shit here. You know what? Let's just erase it all. Okay? Let's just erase it all. Let's pull a fib on it first because this was clearly a downtrend that changed into an uptrend. I don't think we have to argue about that to see it. This thing went up and slapped two of the three take profit lines at 1272. There was a take profit line at 1414. There was a take profit line. 2 times it told you to take profits. Did you take any? I know some of you guys did. Excellent. Okay. Some of you didn't. And now you're getting your ass wrecked. Why? Because we have a downtrend forming. What was an amazing uptrend has now turned into a downtrend. Okay. What do I mean? I mean, it's making lower highs and lower lows. Let's go down to the weekly to analyze that a little closer because you don't have a whole lot of data here. But the weekly has more. So we have a high and a low. Excellent. And then we have a lower high, not great, and a lower low, not great. That's a downtrend, folks. And then a lower high, not great, and then a lower low, not great. And then you have a higher high, which is a half of an uptrend, but then you have more downtrend. You have a lower low, and then you have a lower high, and then you have, oh, look, what appears to be a higher low and a higher high. Only problem is you didn't break that 821 EMA like we wanted to. Do you see that? Let's not forget our indicators right here. We had an 821 EMA downward cross on the weekly chart, weekly, not even daily, weekly. And right here, we have what appears to be 2 under the 21 EMA right there. Let's zoom in a little bit and see this. In case you don't believe me. Let's zoom in a bit right here. What do we got? 1, 2 candles under the 21 EMA. That is a sell signal, followed shortly thereafter by an 821 downward EMA cross, which is another sell signal. Ooh, and that's a weekly chart. Let's go down on the daily and see how bad things look. All right, way back here on the daily, you had a 2 under the 21 EMA back here at about 13 cents. That's about a difference of 18 cents to 13 cents. That's tough, I'll admit. You know, when it gets that high, you should probably be careful and start looking at the indicators to begin with. And as you see, the RSI was extremely overbought. Probably should have played in some factor right there and thought about whether you should took profits or not. MACD, yep, literally the highest it had ever been in the history of the coin. Probably should have thought about taking some profits in there. What do I know though, right? What is TA? It's kind of trash. Why do chart guys get so much credit? So somebody said to me today, why do chart guys get so much credit? Doesn't seem like I eat off of this. You do it for fun. I do it for a living. Figure out what you're doing wrong and then come back to me. Okay? So we had an 821 EMA cross, 2 under. Now we did get a short-term uptrend right here, but what was it again? It was a high, a low, and a lower high. All downtrend. No thank you. No thank you. So if you're going to buy a downtrend, you'd better make sure you hit it right. You had a buy signal here and a sell signal here. You really didn't make anything there. And if that's the case, I'm buying and selling to make nothing. I'm going to hit the pause button and watch. And then what happens? Boom, big downtrend. Short little up, boom, big downtrend. Short little up, more down. Short little up, more down. And it's just getting hammered now over and over and over. Take a hint. Take a hint. This doesn't look great. So go over to the actual time right now. What do we got? Same as Bitcoin. 2 under the 8 EMA. No buy. No 821 EMA cross. No thank you. What about the pivots? Let's have a gander at those. What do you got? You're over S3. That's better than Bitcoin, but it's still under S2, which is still bad. So let's cross some of them. I like that it's over S3. That's a good start, but it still don't have a buy signal. A pivot point just gives you a point of interest. Okay. MACD still pointing down. No confluence there. RSI did go oversold and trend up a little bit, but it's right at the 40 line. Let's see if it can break it, get in between 40 and 50 and bounce around a little bit here. That wouldn't be bad, but it hasn't done it yet. So you're seeing more positive confluence on XTC than you do on some others, but it's still not good enough yet. No buy signal on XTC either. No buy signal on XTC. So ISO 20022 means absolutely nothing ever since we had that sell signal on the weekly chart, which until now. Nothing. Nothing. Might there be some magical news one day? Maybe. But you'll already have a buy signal before then. You don't have a buy signal yet, so what are you waiting? Why are you worried? Just wait till you get a buy signal. All right, let's go to XRP, another one of those special coins that just so happens to be getting sued by the SEC. It's so special. Same problem. Under the 8 EMA, no buy signal. Indicators look better than XTC, I'll admit, but still no buy signal. What about the pivot? What you got? Better over S3, better higher over S3. Still not good enough yet. What about the cloud? 0 out of 4 on the cloud. No, thank you. What about the weekly chart? Oh boy, look how rough this one looks. Ever since November, puking on itself. Looks awful. Yes. No more hot dogs for that guy. It looks bad. If that's the case, why are you worried about it? If XTC is so amazing and XRP is so amazing, why aren't they $10,000 a piece like the internet says it's supposed to be? Perhaps the internet doesn't know what they're talking about. Just saying. All right. BNX. I've never even heard of BNX. Let's have a look. All right. That is here. Actually, BNX looks better than most. What do you see here? You see an 821 upward cross. You see candles over the 8 EMA. Excellent. All the indicators are trending up. Not bad. How does the daily chart look? Okay, everything's trending down on the daily a bit here. You do have some bearish divergence, right? All this is kind of pointing down here. Got a price that's kind of going sideways or up. Losing strength, but the price is still high. Same thing with the MACD, all pointing down. Looks like it's about to roll over and play some more. It could be short here, but I don't have a short signal yet. I have some indicators saying possibly, but nothing confirmed yet. It's one of the better looking charts that I've seen, honestly. And in a sea of red, 2 or 3 out of them that are green, that kind of worries me and makes me stop and have pause. But I got to admit, it's not a sell signal yet. WXT. Look at there. Okay, this one's better than most. It has a really gnarly looking chart, but trending up. As you see, you got candles over the 8 EMA, up and up and up and up and up. 821 cross, up and up and up. Indicators have started to roll back over into positive territory. You do have some bearish divergence from the RSI, so be careful. Look at the pivots. Up on R3, might slow down here. Okay, let's look at a bigger time frame real quick. I think that's going to show us some nastiness here. Well, I mean, not really. There's not a ton of chart here. Not a ton of chart. So I wouldn't be upset or confused if this thing drove sideways for a bit, but it is still a buy technically on the daily. Of many, one of the few that look good. The dollar and CRV, PXY, ENQ, KNC, ENQ, KNC. I write everything down, by the way. There's a thing that you could probably practice yourself. Write this stuff down. There's 108 people watching, 84 likes. You guys go hit like. Let's see if we can get to 100. Okay, 100 likes would be awesome. Write this stuff down as you're doing it so you can go back and remember what you were doing later. I have a highlighter system, right? I have a highlighters right here where I go highlight what I did correct in green and what I did wrong, I highlight in purple, just like the 8 and 21 EMA, okay? And this helps me realize what I did wrong on paper. All right, it goes a little farther than that, but that's how I start my paperwork, right? Just to double check myself and see how wrong I may be. Lithium, ARRR, that's that dumb pirate coin, isn't it? Gari. See if I can get to all these. Let's see. Near. Dent, GMT, and ICP. GMT and ICP. I'm wearing my t-shirt right now that says guns don't kill people, dads of pretty daughters do. Wore that when I took my daughter to a freshman college orientation and definitely got some looks. Bro, you get it. You get it. I dare somebody to mess with them girls, bro. I will break you in half. No questions asked. They're not even my kids. It doesn't matter, dude. Those girls are mine. Those girls are mine now. That's just the way I look at it. Yes, they have a mom and dad. That's not the point. I spend a ton of time with them. Love them to death. I love them like my own, and that's just the way it is. They'll get the same treatment from me that my boys get. No questions asked. Can you chart the price of used cars and tell what's going to crash? Because that shit's absurd. What's up, Therm the Worm? Where's Thurman? Is that really you? What's up, Thurman? Good to see you, brother. The price of cars should come back down when inflation lowers itself back down, but it's going to stay up right now. It's just the way it is. Hex. All right. So let's go into some of these. Let's start with CRV, which is going to look bad. Oh, I have that over here. Wait a second. I have that over here in a bigger chart of it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it appears to be trying to break this downward trend line right here, which is really bad. It's done absolutely nothing but puke up in its face. Man. It's not even close to anything I want to see. It's showing me under trend lines. Absolutely no on CRV. Let's do ENQ, which is one of our old school shitters back from 2019. Yes, we've been doing this since 2019. Where have you been? Look at ENQ trying its best to come back and play ball. As you see, I bought and sold way back here a while back, right? I've long since got rid of this. I just kept it up there because I wanted to remember it. This is one of the old school shitters from back in the day that me and another former mod found on a stream. I was tripping out. He was going through them, finding them. I'm like, I don't know, dude. And this had a ton of percentage available, so we took a chance on it for like $100. It's got 2 over the 8 EMA, but I don't have an 821 cross yet. So let's be careful and wait this out just a little bit more. It's not worth the risk quite yet, but it's better than most. And I'm going to circle it because of that. KNC. All right. KNC almost into a buy signal. You got 2 over the 8 EMA, which would typically be a buy signal, but the difference is we're in a bear market, so I want to see that cross first. Haven't seen it. We're really close. We're a day or two away right here, in my opinion, from some good stuff. But again, it could fail just as quickly, so let's be careful here, all right? Let's play it close to the chest. Don't want anyone to get burned. Better than most, though, so I'm going to put it in square. Lithium. Wonder which one. I'll do Lithium Americas. How about that? Lithium trending down. Excuse me. Lithium trending down a bit lately. But trying to get back up over the 8 and 21, but I see it following this downtrend line. So you could play the breakout right here. The breakout hasn't happened yet, and until that breakout happens, I wouldn't worry. I would play the break. You do have some confluence on indicators showing you that it's about ready, but we're not quite there yet. Close, but not there yet. The dollar. Let's look at the dollar. All right, the dollar finally rolling over a little bit here and trying to stop. Had a short going over here on cable, which is GBP USD, and I'm doing pretty well on it. So, gonna let it ride because I was expecting the dollar to fade back a little bit after running up so hard. I still like it to go up pretty high. I still like. Well, how high did this get? $1.04. I think I said $1.06, $1.07. I still think it'll get there eventually. It just needs some time to breathe here. Hasn't gone up this far, this fast in a long time. So, like I said, third highest level ever for the dollar, but it is coming over and showing me that it wants to sell off for a bit. So, let's see if the dollar comes down and crypto goes up, which would be excellent, I think, for everyone, except for me running that short. I want to see it keep doing what it was doing, even though it would help crypto. Is that bad? Sorry. Near. For near, no thank you. It's a full-on sale. It is getting down here close to take profit lines, it looks like, but nothing good to say yet. Indicators are trying to come back, but it's still not a buy. Still showing a lot of selling off and nothing yet giving me any pause to say, whoa, nope, I'm ready to buy. It's just not there yet. DNT, that's perpetual contracts. I don't want that. Okay, let's use FTX. That looks like the best chart, whatever. So still no buy. It's still, you're going to see a lot of confluence right here. Like I was saying, a lot of charts are going to be bearish. This is exactly what we're seeing. So over and over again, you're learning the same thing here. Still not a buy yet. Close, but no cigar. A lot of confluence from indicators wanting to turn up, but those are all laggers. Our leading indicator still says no. So we got to stay close to the chest here and not bite yet. Don't bite the hook yet. ICP. Same difference on ICP. A lot of confluence here, but nothing yet. Let me look at some questions here. I got a bike to sell you, $20 I can buy stronger. You're stupid, dude. Gruesome, I said, Keith, do you think DeFi growth will take a correction down hard? If so, any possible projection that it will take years and months to come back and grow trajectory? What you're going to see is DeFi melt off all the shit and stick to what works, which is going to be 95% of it's going to fall away, okay? Because a lot of people exploited DeFi. Still happening. And once that goes away, things will calm down. But that's going to take a bit, in my opinion. Danny Carney says, what's up, Thurman? I say, what's up to him, too. Did you do BTC, Keith? That's the rejection on the pivot multiple times. It's interesting. Yep, Drizzy, that was the first thing I did on the video. Said the same thing. I'm still not seeing what I want to see on Bitcoin. Late today, but heck, 90 likes, 111 watching. Come on, man. You got eight more likes to go. 8 more to get 100. Come on, man. We're close. Hit the like button. Why not? It's free. MKR, we can look at that. Doing better than most isn't good enough. I learned. Wait for confirmation. Absolutely. Let's see. I see you guys in Zoom. All right, I'll see you over there, brother. Brad says, how did I learn TA? I have a video actually that talks about that. I learned the hard way at first by losing, by being what most people are, which is just buy and hope it goes up. That was a total failure on my part. For a couple reasons. Number one being I let myself fall for stupidity and fall into the trap of hold. Not a real strategy. Furthermore, I let myself be told by others what to do rather than read the chart myself, which took some time to learn. Yes, it took a lot of time and effort, but I didn't have anyone to help me or show me. That's what me and the other 786 assassins are here to do. Help people learn how to do this. What we learn, we then share with others, and then others will share with more people. And we start this wonderful thing, this wonderful cure for the average investor, is how to better manage your assets, how to better manage your portfolio, and find out what you're doing wrong. Make a correction and do it right. You can do this. Anyone can. If I can, you can. This is not that complicated. Before I started doing YouTube streams, I was totally freaked out by this. Didn't want to come on here. Didn't want to talk to y'all. Was scared to do it. Didn't know what to say. Nah, fucking drink whiskey and wear hats that say assassin on them. And wear Rugrats hats with fucking Reptar on it. Because I love Rugrats and I don't care what you say about that. Whiskey. So, a couple more charts here and we'll be done. Let's look at Hex, because it was said like over and over and over again by someone. Oh. I guess we'll do this Hex spot. Nope. It's short as, sorry, I smacked my microphone. It's short as well. No go. 821 downward cross, nothing but downward pressure here. You got a small amount of buy, but nothing to write home about. Can't do it. Not good enough for me. Just not good enough. Let's look at ARRR, ARRR, Pirate Chain. That's Pirate Chain versus BTC. How about a regular one? How about, nope, it's still short. ARRR is still short. That Pirate Chain R token, not good enough. Gari, 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 Gari network on KuCoin. Hey, better than most, but all indicators are rolling over and it is slipping under the 821 EMA. It's in the wait a minute zone right now, which literally means wait. Don't do anything. Not good enough. I got to hit pause and wait. GMT. Yeah, GMT, not good enough. Same situation as many others that I just said. You got to prove it to me. Tron. Interestingly enough, let's take a second to talk about this TRX. It's got an algorithmic stablecoin as well. I believe me and Terry were talking about this on the last Zoom. It's no different than UST, apparently. I don't want to be honest. I want to be honest, and I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. So I think there may be more to it than that, but I'm not mistaken. It's exploitable. And if that's the case and the TRC network is exploitable, man, I'm not sure I want to fuck around with this. Because if they got to start minting TRX to make up for the fail, that's going to look a lot like Luna, isn't it? And I don't want that to happen again. So even though it's showing buy signal right now, you got 2 over the 21 EMA with an 821 cross. Be careful here. If you're going to play this, by God, set your stop losses just in case. How about that? Because this is technically a buy. If it closes here tonight above this level of 0.073, that's a buy signal for tomorrow. Now, that may change for tomorrow, but that would be a buy signal if it happened because your green is over the purple. Good. And you got 2 closes over the 8 EMA. That'd be better than most. Of all of them, that's one of the better looking ones I've seen as well. Just be very careful, okay? Please. The whole crypto space is trying to be manipulated right now. So just by bad people. And I don't want you to get suckered. All right? Never made it off enough strong to pay for that kind of gas, Big Dex. GMT has room for shorts. Yep. What's up, Strong Bags 116? Good to see you, ma'am. How are you? I follow you on Twitter, but this is the first time I'm catching. First live stream I'm catching. Gotta say I love your energy, my dude. Good. Sometimes I'm a little more chill. I'm kind of hyped up right now because I was kind of excited to get in here, dude. It was a stressful last day, man. I think they said it'll be the next one to fail. Yeah, but when everybody says it, I don't expect it, right? GRVE. And we're going to end this stream off by talking about pre-search. Yeah, if you're looking at the GRV over the counter chart, then it's technically a buy right now, but this downtrend is still holding true. Let's step it out here to the weekly so we can have a better look. Yeah, you see that? You're kind of in a big downtrend here. You've got a bit of a diamond formation forming. By that, I mean, it's got this. This is called a bullish diamond, right? We got this diamond formation. Kind of like so. Kind of forms a diamond at the bottom. This is a sign that things could change and turn to the upside. Wouldn't hate it if it happened. You do have a weekly chart that looks pretty good, but as you see, this is a low volume. This looks to be pretty low volume. And if that's the case, it can be very volatile. So you better set a stop. Set your stop losses and be prepared for this thing to swap on you very fast. Hopped onto the drop on the 98th like. Got to get back to getting the kid to sleep, then I rewatch. Awesome, Fonzie, bro. Let's go. 2 more likes, dude. We got 2 minutes and 2 likes. How about that shit? Didn't make it, but that's okay. So let's talk about pre-search for a second. Why? Well, I just did an interview with Colin today from pre-search. All right. Talked about mainnet coming out. Talked about some other stuff. Want to let you know, if you want to buy a node for pre-search, you need 2,000 pre, which is about $200, plus your VPS, which is about $20. If you look in the description of this video, you'll see a link. That link will get you to RackNerd. RackNerd will sell you a VPS for $20. However, if you guys want, you can contact Anthony at RackNerdAnthony on Telegram, and he will hook you up, if you want, with 20 nodes at one time. He will do all the coding for you. He will set them up for you. He will email you all the information you need. You literally go over there and stake your tokens and refresh, rename them if you'd like, and you're done. You have 20 pre-search nodes running. No, pre-search nodes will not make you rich right now. However, pre-search is about to go to mainnet in a couple days, and when they do, that's it. Okay, got it? That's it. It's ready and rocking. You're going to get rewards every day for using pre-search, for staking keywords. All this stuff, all this kind of stuff's going to earn you money. Pre-search is working on building their own blockchain, and when they build their own blockchain, they're going to have other things on pre-search to run off of pre-search, which is dope. They'll be off of the ERC20 at that point. At some point, it'll cost far less to do your transactions, and you'll be able to do great with it. Now, how much does that cost? RackNerd VPSs are about $20 a piece. So if you buy 20 of them, okay, do the math, right? You don't need to be a genius to understand how much it's going to cost. Roughly $400. Okay, plus your plus your tokens, about $200 a piece. Okay, $200 per node. So $4,000 for 20 nodes plus the VPS. This is going to be about $4,500 to set all those nodes up. They're not going to earn you a killing, but they will earn you some money. And yes, they are real nodes. Nothing fake about them. You put the SSH codes in Putty. Anthony will do all that for you. I have a video on my site, on the YouTube channel right here about how to set that up. You can do that if you'd like. If you haven't done so, go give our site a look. This is our website, 786unlimited.com. Here we have, give it a second to refresh. This happens a lot. Hang on. And it's not going to refresh. Well, fine. Let's do it again. Nope, still didn't refresh. Oh, it's so frustrating. Whenever you do something and you want it to work and then it doesn't work, it's so frustrating, man. Anyway, it's not going to load right. It's my internet because I have all these VPSs and VPNs running and stuff, dude. On here, we have our Discord. You can join our Discord by simply clicking Join Discord. Patreon if you want to unlock the Discord fully. And we have a calendar link if you want a one-on-one consult. All of our YouTube streams are here. If you want to go back and watch our other YouTube streams one at a time, you can. That's up to you. It's Thursday, y'all. It's been an hour. I thank y'all very much. I have a ton of pre-search nodes, by the way. If you think it doesn't matter to me, it does matter to me. I have a ton of them. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things because that's what I want to do, and it's not what you have to do. But if you do, we have you all set up, and we have it streamlined so you can make an easy decision. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate the hell out of y'all. It means the world to me that people come here to help yourself learn and to help others learn. Thank you very much. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all on the next stream on Tuesday. I'll leave you this. In the words of the late great, we hit 102 likes. Let's go. In the words of the late great notorious B.I.G., you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate the hell out of that, y'all. Thank you. I fixed this outro so it's not so loud. Y'all be good. I'll see y'all on the next stream, y'all. Peace.